I'm here to make people not want to buy a Tesla.
If we stop buying it, he's toast.
If I have a choice between buying a car that's built by a Nazi or one not built by a Nazi, I'm going to buy the one not built by a Nazi.
Elon, read the room, mate. No one adores you.
Would you choose Keir Starmer or Elon Musk?
I would hope that Elon Musk's views are just too extreme for this country.
And I happen to own a car which is now what, supposedly a bad person?
Hi guys, I'm just outside the Tesla showroom here in London where protesters have gathered for the global takedown of Tesla. Obviously there's a strong feeling against Elon Musk. We've seen in America the burning of cars. Here in London today they're protesting to boycott Tesla. Let's see what happens. We've got the protesters behind me with a huge inflatable Elon Musk sign. Let's see what they have to say. So I see a sign, you thought Nazis were extinct. Don't buy a swastika. Why are you against Tesla?
That speaks for itself, really. I mean, Elon Musk is he's come out as a Nazi salute, went and supported far-right groups in Germany. You can't give him the benefit of the doubt.
It's really disgusting. I mean, you know, a few years ago he used to be a Democrat. Now he's just playing it along. And he's promoting the likes of Tommy Robinson and those sort of fascists and racists. And I'm fearful, you know, as a grandfather now with a granddaughter and with children as well. I'm fearful for the future, and so I think we need to make a stand against fascism.
Do you really believe that Elon Musk is a Nazi?
Well, I think he absolutely is a Nazi sympathizer.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just ask him, right? Or just listen to what he says. He's the one who is saying these things. He's the one who's doing Nazi hand salutes, right? Those are his actions.
You believe that was a Nazi salute? Some argue that was a wave and it was...
Oh, yeah, it's a wave.
It's not just about the, him throwing up Nazi salutes every time he can. But he's genuinely a white supremacist. I mean, his family, if you look into the history of the Musks, they're a very right-wing family. They come from an area of South Africa that was very pro-Nazi. And they're not sugarcoating how extreme they are. And we need to take them seriously and believe them.
It's a very clear sign. It's just like, I went through so many ideas of what to put, messages to put on there. Some I thought were quite clever and crafty, and it all boiled down to this: stop funding fascism.
With fascism, you mean Elon Musk wants the white supremacy in the world, or?
Yeah, I mean, the things he's coming out with, and the things he's done, and the people he's supporting. Andrew Tate, I mean, for fuck's sake, Robinson, that little twat, the AfD in Germany. He's trying to distort politics globally, not just in his, I'd say his own country, but that's not even his own country, is it America? What? He just thinks he can do anything he wants, and he needs to be taken down. Tesla Takedown.
So I see your sign, Musk murders monkeys. I'm guessing you're against the Neuralink that is...
Exactly. So one of the forgotten victims of Musk is the animal abuse he does. So this is Animal 15, who is a monkey that was killed for Neuralink research. People who abuse animals, they become serial killers.
Is this kind of part of the whole fascism Nazi argument that people like to say? Is this part of the argument too?
Of course, he doesn't care about these innocent creatures who just want to live. These are macaques who are really intelligent. If he doesn't respect the lives of the macaques, you know, what would he do for humans?
What's the reason for everyone coming today?
To say that Elon Musk needs to get his hands out of American politics. He's got his eye on UK politics. He's involved in Australia. He's trying to get involved in European elections, and he needs to get out.
Are you kind of worried about Elon Musk interfering with English democracy?
Well, he is at the moment, isn't he? He's promised $100 million. What was it? $100 million or something to Farage's party when he liked Farage. He doesn't now, of course, because Farage spoke out against Tommy Robinson. He'll have influence wherever he can.
He tries to buy votes. In fact, he doesn't try, he does buy votes. He was the largest donation to Trump, and because of that now, he is a de facto president of the US. He bought his way into that position. It's highly suspicious that he's complaining about unelected bureaucrats, and that's what he is. No one voted for this guy.
But at the same time, I mean, don't think he's at all popular here, so I'm not mega worried at the present time, but yeah, it's not great either.
So why are people so against Elon Musk? What in particular is it?
Well, it's funding fascism, like sexism, and also he's a fraud.
Is that because of his ties with like Donald Trump, or?
Well, I've hated Elon Musk since before it was cool, to be honest.
So you think it's like a fad now, just to jump on the bandwagon of
I
hating him?
wouldn't say that, but I would say that I've seen through his lies a lot earlier than a lot of people.
Okay.
Like, the thing is, basically, he just steals other people's ideas and makes money out of them.
But do you think people are leaning towards, say, reform in Elon Musk because they're discontented with the governments that they already have in their own countries?
Yeah, I think that must be the case to some extent. That simplistic view of supporting Trump is just the common man. Come on, the common man. Absolute bullshit. These guys are billionaires and they're cutting up and dividing up the world for their own future.
Elon Musk can fuck off.
You sound American.
I am
What's the
American.
kind of feeling at the moment about Elon Musk and Tesla?
He has absolutely no business being in the United States. He's not an elected official.
Yeah.
He's destroying our entire federal government with no cause.
Some people argue that during the election, obviously you saw Elon Musk at the election rallies, that he was already endorsed before he actually Trump came into power.
That doesn't mean he's part of the campaign. He was never named. Doge is made up. It's not congressionally approved. And everything they're doing is bypassing Congress. It's bypassing the Constitution of the United States.
So you're against all the cuts that they're trying to introduce with Doge, for example, cutting the diversity managers and things like this?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. There's no proof. Their wall of receipts on their website is all bullshit. They said they cut $8 billion. It was $8 million, and it was a contract that was already complete. Nothing they've done has saved any money. In fact, they are costing the United States government billions, if not trillions of dollars, with all of the waste, fraud, and abuse they are creating by firing everyone and then having to rehire them, like the people from NOAA, the people who watched the hurricane warnings, the people who conducted USAID all around the world. They are absolutely obliterating it.
Is there anything positive you'd say that Elon Musk has actually done?
Yeah, I think certainly everybody's got certain positive sides to them, haven't they? Let's face it. You can't take that away.
Yeah.
But I think overall he's a huge danger to democracy and to a safer world.
I'm going to say no. I think everything he's done has been to increase his wealth. Doesn't care who he's going to hurt along the way, and he's hurting thousands and maybe hundreds of thousands of people along the way.
Yeah.
So no.
I know recently he brought back the 2 astronauts from space. They've been there for like 9 months. Do you not think that's a net positive for society?
I'm not really concerned about that aspect. I'm concerned about everyone on the planet, not so much everyone on another planet.
Do you think he's doing anything positive though for the US?
No. No, I don't. I don't.
Like
he's a charlatan.
not even with like SpaceX or Neuralink and all these businesses that
He
he's
wants
involved
to go to Mars. Only that weirdo. Let's be honest about it.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
We don't think his investments are like advancing humanity, like
No.
for example, space
No.
rockets. No.
Not at all. Not at all. Sorry.
Any positive that he may have done in the past, like, making an electric car company, sure, that's fine. He's done more damage in the past 2 months than he has over his entire career done anything positive. So it more than negates whatever upside there is.
So right now you feel like he's just ruined his reputation.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's his stocks are in the tank. His personal reputation's in the tank for a reason. Like, what he's saying is massively unpopular and really extreme.
Who's going to buy Tesla now? It's toxic worldwide. It's a prestige vehicle. If you think there's any toxicity attached to it, you're not going to buy it. So he's trashed his company.
I don't believe he's an advocate for freedom of speech, obviously with platforms such as X that he owns.
Absolutely not. No, because a freedom of speech should allow multiple voices to be heard, absolutely, but it should not be espousing disinformation.
Is that a joke?
Or some argue with X that potentially it's a platform for freedom of speech.
It's a platform for hate speech.
X.
X, yeah.
There's no freedom of speech on X. It's X is a joke. Like, ever since he bought it, it's absolutely just gone into the toilet.
Yeah.
And you can see that, these people, as much as they pretend to support free speech, they're always silencing people that don't agree with them.
Twitter is a cesspool of absolute, it's vile, it's evil, it's promoting the worst things in the world loudly. If anyone's on Twitter or listens to Twitter, please don't get off it. It's just foul.
My threshold for taking offence at something online is quite high, but it just got ridiculous. And not only that, X is promoting posts that support Elon Musk's view and hiding ones that don't. Although I can't, now that I'm off it, I can't really see. But I'm not tempted to go back on it at all.
Some people may argue if we lose Twitter, we may lose freedom of speech. Would you agree with that?
No, Twitter is not freedom of speech.
But it seems,
I don't need to elaborate on that, surely.
Yeah, but it seems like at the minute people are getting locked up for what they say on Twitter or Facebook by Kim Jong-Starmer.
What? Who?
Are you aware what's happening here in the UK with Keir Starmer kind of locking people up for?
I am so disappointed in Keir Starmer. I voted for him, not expecting great things from him, but as the lesser of the evils. And I think his behaviour is appalling.
But if you had to choose an advocate for freedom of speech, would you choose Keir Starmer or Elon Musk?
Oh, God. I'd choose Keir Starmer over Elon Musk, but I would choose...
For freedom of speech?
Yeah, I would. But that would be like saying, would you rather be shot to death or stabbed to death? I mean, it's not a good choice to make.
Something's kicking off.
I'm driving up a gardening machine to go do some gardening in my house, and this guy...
So it seems like a Tesla driver has got out of his car.
Gesture at me. Yeah? You don't need to do rude gestures at people passing by. Whatever you're doing, I've got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
You carry on as you're doing.
Yeah.
What do you think you do?
What do you think that I've done wrong?
Come on now.
What have I done wrong as a dad? As a dad with an 18-month-old, going to the shop to buy something for his garden, and you're gonna do a rude gesture at me.
Enjoy it, mate.
For what reason?
I'm telling you to enjoy
You don't like Elon Musk. Good for you. But I'm not doing anything wrong.
Calm down. Let's
I'm not doing anything wrong. You don't need to go do a rude gesture at me or my son in the car.
Can we take the temperature down a little?
Definitely. I came over to say why he's doing a rude gesture,
Let's calm
and he
down.
starts, and then this guy starts saying to f*** up in my face.
Stop him. Just
So it seems like the protesters are getting angry at this man for driving a Tesla, saying stuff as he's driving by. Some people have argued that, you should keep Musk and Tesla separate.
I don't need to attack anyone.
No, but I didn't come over and attack you.
Yes, you did. You just noticed out of my hand.
Yeah, because you're in a rude gesture at me. I had to confront you and you're laughing at me.
All right.
You're saying that I've got something to do with all of this.
But the thing is, you know what? If we go in there, they'll do rude.
They're ridiculous.
But if we go in there, they'll do
If I'm a person passing by, you let me pass by, you do your thing. I actually gave you a honk in my horn the other day, in my Ford Transit. I'm a Sparky, I'm a hard-working man, and there's no reason for you to do this. Ridiculous.
Mate, what was that all about? Was it?
Perfectly entitled to do what he's doing.
Did he hit you?
No, he walked this guy, I'm driving home, and he decides to do that to me, because I'm in a car.
Yeah.
No affiliation to Elon Musk. I happened to buy a vehicle 4 years ago. I don't know what he's doing, and I happen to own a car, which is now supposedly a bad person. He doesn't need to be rude to me. I've got my son and my wife in the car. He doesn't need to be rude. So I go over and say, why are you giving me a gesture for? Why are you giving me a gesture for?
Yeah, I mean, we need to pay £12.50 ULEZ charge to come into London. It's the reason why we buy these cars, isn't it?
Do you know what? We've been told to buy an electric car. I'm perfectly happy to have an electric car. If Elon Musk wants to do something, go for him. That's his choice.
Yeah.
But that's not my choice. And I'm driving a perfectly legal car. There's nothing wrong with it apart from some people here who don't like it. That's up for them. That's perfectly their choice. And stuff. So
is get off and drive off for free.
Certainly. It's an angry person. Well, yeah, for getting in my face, being confrontational. I think you should keep an eye on that man in particular. This geezer here, the red geezer, with the whistle in his mouth, he's the one who came up to me in my face and started to f*** and spitting in my face. He's the weird guy. You watch out for him. And this geezer, don't tell him to swear at people driving by. I'm not doing anything wrong. They're perfectly entitled to do their thing. Happily, I'm on my way home.
So overall, mate, you think they should separate Elon Musk from Tesla and Tesla drivers, basically?
Look, I drive a car that's good for the planet, supposedly. I'm doing my part. I'm just going home. There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. To be suddenly at the peril of these people who have got some problem, go for them. They can have their bone of contention. But don't aim it at me.
Yeah.
I'm a normal human being, working, going home. Why throw their hate towards me? It's ridiculous. That's pathetic. That's childish behaviour, that is.
Cheers,
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Take care. I need to go.
Obviously, there's loads of billionaires in the world. I mean, there's Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. Why are people not going after them?
Well, they had the sense and the fortitude to stay out of politics. Musk sees a way to enrich himself by being in government.
Right, so
And that's a toxic mix.
So if he was out of politics and stuck to business, he'd be more appreciated, I guess?
I think it's too late now. Yeah, the veil has fallen down. We all know what a weird sycophant he is.
This is the low-hanging fruit right now. This is the easy win. This is the biggest win. And, I'm sure it will spread. I think it is spreading. I think people are doing things about that.
He's just the one that's become the face of the billionaires, and he was the biggest contributor to Trump's campaign.
Is that kind of the territory you're in for speaking out, though? I mean, we don't know much about the Qatari billionaires who own half of London.
Well, I do, but I'm not here to protest that.
But we don't hear from them, right? Like, it's not in the public domain as much.
It is if you want to look for it. It's like you can find anything if you're prepared to look.
Yeah.
And most people don't either have the time or the inclination.
Sure, exactly. And they might see like a 10-second clip of Elon Musk doing a Nazi salute, and then he's the kind of on a witch hunt for Elon Musk. Is that an argument?
No.
I think that there is too much disparity between the richest and the poorest, and there is not much of a middle anymore in the UK or in the US.
Sure. So why aren't people boycotting Microsoft or Amazon then as well?
Well, I don't know if they are. I mean, I happen to be here at Tesla today, but I also haven't seen the head of Microsoft or Amazon or Apple, doing a Heil Hitler sign.
Sure. But
so as you can see in my picture how similar they are.
Right.
So when people say that this isn't what this is, then, read 1984. It's a great book.
Do you support the burning of the electric vehicles in the Tesla cars over in America?
I support people refusing to buy them.
Okay. And that's the way forward, you believe? You think that will affect Elon Musk?
I think it would be very, very good if people refuse to buy anything American, but particularly Tesla.
Okay, so you're kind of against globalization. Is that your stance?
I'm against America now because of what America's doing. I think in the same way as we've stopped buying Russian things when we can, I think I don't, by choice, I don't buy American.
So is this against Elon Musk today, or is this against Tesla, or a bit of both?
Yeah, all of the above. Musk, Tesla, because those monies from Tesla, right, go directly to supporting right-wing causes, not just Trump, but also the AfD in Germany, right, Alt für Deutschland, the far-right extreme Nazi-backed group there. Yeah, those are monies directly from Tesla that are funding those types of efforts, even in the UK, right? Tommy Robinson and all of that.
Yeah.
It's horrific.
So you believe boycotts like this will work and tell the UK public to stop buying Tesla?
A worldwide boycott will have an enormous effect on him. Because in America, his market was the more left-wing, more environmentalist.
Yeah.
They're not going to buy it. Are right-wing people going to buy it when on Fox News they're saying, oh, your car's going to get burnt every day? So he's lost his entire market. So now they're trying to say, oh, well, Tesla's going to survive, there's going to be robots, but who's going to buy a Nazi robot? I don't want a Nazi robot.
What about that? Thank you very much. Good luck with you.
So what's the reason for giving him the sign? What was the reason for giving him, was it a sticker?
Well, it's a bumper sticker, yep. So he can put it on his bumper. So quite a lot of people have done this, Tesla owners. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having bought a Tesla in the past. They were a good thing to be buying.
Yeah.
And so we shouldn't be vilifying Tesla owners as such. But those that who understand what's going wrong with all this should be distancing themselves from Tesla and discouraging other people from buying Teslas in future.
So should they sell that Tesla or should they burn it? What did you say?
I think it's down to them. These are individual decisions. It's a huge amount of money to pay for a car like that. But what they should be doing is making clear that they don't support Musk and they don't support Trump and they don't believe in all that nonsense.
Just get rid of it, do whatever you have to, drive it off the edge of a cliff. Not with yourself in it, of course.
He needs our money. That's what he needs.
Yeah.
It's a consumer product that he's selling.
Yeah.
So if we stop buying it, he's toast.
His Tesla shares are down about 50%. Right now it's hovering around 260 in stock price, down from about 500. So he does care about his stock price, but I also believe that's his ego as well, as Tesla likes to act as an ego for his other companies in terms of being on the stock market.
And if you had a message for Elon Musk today, what would it be?
Fuck off. That's it.
I wish you would fuck off.
Do technology, don't do politics.
I'd say, Elon, jump on your rocket and blast yourself into space, because no one likes you on this planet.
I would like to think that he will very quickly get a terrible fatal illness and die slowly and in pain.
I don't think I'd like to say something to him. I think I'd like to do this.